Hi Capricorn, welcome to your unexpected reading for May 29th through 28th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the link to the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to She Do Soulology. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to stop by and check her out. Show her some love and support. All right, the unexpected for Capricorn. Wow. A little bit of romance for you there. Nice. A little bit of hot pursuit. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, Two of Cups. Yay for romance. Yay for unified love. Yay. All right, the Hermit. Taking is this a temporary break or is this what? Okay, this is Virgo right here. Pulling back from that, withdrawing from that. Why? We've got Knight of Wands again, Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Fool. This is for Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. Okay. I can see why you're pulling back if somebody's not, is taking for granted or just giving you crumbs of love or attention or resources. If someone's being petty that's, ugh. All right, so we've got going after what you want or being pursued. What is this Knight of Wands about? This could be Leo. This could be Virgo. What's this Knight of Wands about for Capricorn? This Knight of Wands. Death, change, transformation. Interesting. That could be Scorpio. All right. What's this Page of Pentacles about? This is about. Okay. Is this an affair because a marriage was not very fulfilling? Is this the ending of a marriage because you're realizing that it's just all about kind of intensity and passion and drama, and there's a lot of, it's very dynamic, but it's not very stable. And that's more of just a sort of fling than it is a relationship or marriage. What's this Four of Wands about? Yeah, is it because this isn't, we got Four of Wands twice here. Is this because the realization and the trying again and again and just realizing that, it's not working. We're never going to have the secure, stable marriage that I want because either this is an affair that just ended after realizing it's not going to be, you're not going to get to this, or this is a marriage that's ending that because it's just not going to be on solid ground, or you're not transitioning to communal living, that married state, because of someone not being able to give or offer what the needs of the relationship, or they're flat out being petty and denying that. This kind of feels like it's an affair that you realize it's never going to materialize to what you want it to be, to where you get to be the one that is kind of spotlit or, connected and that sort of thing. Could be that an affair ended a marriage here. What's this Four of Wands about? About transitioning. Taking a break from, this is temporary separation because of an affair or because there's just a simple lack of passion. There's just not that passionate connection anymore. And it's kind of like there's very little even practical connection. Like you two are just two ships passing in the night. If it's not your marriage, if this isn't with you, this is somebody else. This is an affair that ended because it's like we're never going to get to be we. It's never going to get to be you and I. And there's a recognition of that. But this is either an engagement that has kind of cooled or is shutting down. Just simply, this could on its face be just there's not enough money to get married right now on its face, right? But this is about just, it could be that, we've decided to take things to the next level, but we cooled our jets on getting married. There's not enough here. But I feel like this is finally accepting that there's just not anything more than a passionate connection, or it's always going to be kind of chaotic and hasty and busy and impulsive and passionate and adventurous, but the day-to-day is not a strength for this relationship, and the reliability, the structure, the groundedness is not going to be a strength. It's kind of lacking, and you can't build a solid foundation on that. And I think you've known that for a while, or it's been an issue for a while, and so there's this acceptance of that, and there's this pulling back from marital plans or from the marriage itself. This looks to be an engagement that hasn't gone to marriage yet, or if this is an engagement and then you got married or transitioned to it, this is shortly after the marriage and you're just realizing, oh crud, I think that, I just don't know what to do here. Both of these cards are about pulling back. This could be Sagittarius. What's this of Wands? This of Wands for Capricorn. This Ten of Wands for Capricorn. Is this marriage counseling? Is this instead of throwing in the towel, somebody says, hey, why don't, this is a lot of work. We've been through it. There's a lot at stake here. Why don't we go talk to somebody we trust about bringing us back into balance and stabilizing things and bringing things into control. The Emperor is somebody that is trustworthy, that can offer fatherly advice, or at least sound advice. Could be male or female. This could be Aries. But it's about someone being able to kind of oversee and assess your situation and guide you accordingly. This is a trusted figure. It could be somebody you hire, doctor, lawyer, counselor, therapist, whatever, or just somebody that you look up to, that you consider in high regard, that you would consider their words wise advice. Somebody with very wise counsel here. I think this, honestly, I feel like, okay, well, this could be a judge. And because this relationship is so much work, you decide to take the legal route of dissolving it. But I feel like it's unexpected that this person would approach you and say, hey, we got a lot at stake here. What do you think about counseling? Or option number 2, this is somebody that just throws in the towel because it's just too much work and they'd rather be by themselves. They'd rather just be alone. This could be you, honestly, because it looks like you're feeling the pains of the relationship just not coming to fruition how you want. And it's like you're throwing in the towel because it's just too hard and you really just want to be by yourself. This is somebody who sits and rules over their own domain by themselves. This is an independent, solitary energy. So this is about bringing, after all this hard work, it's about bringing control, balance, and stability back to a situation, whether that's through marital counseling or you deciding it's too much work and going off on your own. That's, of course, you're pertaining to your situation, right? This is general. Yeah, it looks like you're cutting bait. What's this Fool about? We got a new beginning here. What's this Fool about? There's an ending for now. This is a trial separation or a break for now, but this is always, for me, pretty much this is about a to be continued situation here. It's also about reversal, so it could be that things were going along and then you just said, I just can't do it anymore. It's just too hard. It's a lot of fun, but it's not what I envisioned for a stable, solid connection. This is not marriage material here. We can't do it. So this could be that you decide to end things for now and take some time and go off on your own and just kind of restore and renew. Because we got the Hermit here, we got Temperance, and we got the Fool here. This is all about taking, to some degree, self-care. Like kind of doing that, being reflective about your experience, but also doing the things that you need to do to restore balance, and the Emperor also, and control and stability. What's this Hermit about? The Hierophant, which is marriage. What else for the Hermit? That could be Taurus. What's for the Hermit? This is about you taking time to reflect, think, heal, and go off on your own regarding this marriage working out, and are you two on the same page and going to work this out? If it's not marriage, it's about getting married. It's about taking that relationship to the next level, about getting engaged, about getting married, about moving in together. But it's about you two starting to move as a herd, or that communal energy, living together, getting engaged, getting married, and you taking some time away from that to start thinking about, are we matched? Can we do this? Can we work together? Can we work this out? And it looks like this is a trial separation or taking a break. It doesn't look like it's over, though. It looks like it's just a break. All right. What is else for Capricorn? Okay, so we've got, you can't see that. Awesome. So this is, if we're looking at playing cards, that is the 8 of Cups for the Moon. This Moon's been coming up a lot. And this is the Cross. If we're looking at playing cards, this is the 6 of Wands. So again, 6 of Wands repeating, and the 8 of Cups. So walking away from a situation that's probably very passionate, and when it's about having fun and adventurous things and group things and that whole dynamic, it's walking away from it. This could be an affair that it reminds me of those people that meet once a year, or they have their places, or like everybody in the group knows what's going on, and that's your safety net. Like, oh yeah, I'm going out with so-and-so tonight, and that the group knows that you meet, that the affair person is part of that, and for years it's been going on, and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. It could be that. That's completely random and out of the blue, but I don't feel like it is. I just feel like you're It's more than that, I should say. I feel like this is realizing that it's just not going to work for now. Taking a break. I don't know. We've got this. This could be a timing thing because it's hard though, isn't it? And I feel like you've been there before, like negotiating this and realizing that there's some really great aspects about this, but when it comes to the stability of it, when it comes to the growth potential and working things out and long term, this is Wands energy. It's not Pentacles. It's not even Cups. And this is Eight of Cups, walking away from a very dynamic, interesting, fun, but it's not stable. It's just really dynamic and fun and okay. Yeah, keep saying that. This could have been a long time affair or just the passion is there. The passion's there. But the stability and potential for stability is just not, at least not right now. And it's not the right time. And this is you taking some time to figure things out, primarily to think about if this can work and if you want it to work out, if you're interested, if you have what it takes. Because it looks like you're worn out right here, honestly, Capricorn. Like you're tired. It's a lot of work with this relationship. And it's not built on very solid ground here. What else for Capricorn? Oh, I'm sorry. We got death twice here. Process, isn't it? That's why it's over for now, because probably you're still negotiating the ending. This is hard to detach from and accept, especially when there's, there's this unified love and connection, but it's just not holding up to the stability test. What else for Capricorn? Hi. Okay. What else for Capricorn? All right, we've got the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. This is delays upon delays. This is frustration. This is somebody that just is fed up and just kind of, and they're now guarding their emotions. They're now being secretive with their emotions. They're now just not engaging in a situation emotionally. And this is someone that is also their power is withholding affection, withholding emotion, withholding connection and commitment. So that's kind of this in a nutshell, is that this is not built on solid ground. This could be somebody that is kind of emotionally tyrannical or manipulative in extreme cases, but this is a relationship that is not going to progress to equal solid footing. Do we have a Six of Pentacles here somewhere? Oh, Six of Wands. Because it's not, this is about delay. This is about sometimes hateful communication. This is lack of interest, being wishy-washy, setbacks, lack of direction, just kind of, it's no. And this is somebody that uses emotions, can be using their emotions strategically or just not interested in emotional connection. They guard their emotions. This could be Pisces. Doesn't have to be. It could be Pisces. It could be female. It's anyone that is guarding their emotions or just unsure about how they feel about something, and that is a continual delay. All right, Capricorn, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I'm sorry that I know it's a process, and I know it's hard, and there's a lot of reflection going on, and this need for, it's like this long climb out of this, or it's just because certain parts of this relationship can be a lot of fun and very good, but just not passing the stability test, especially if someone's only willing to go so far, and then that's it. And at least cop to it and say, look, I have no intention of this ever turning into anything. Well, why are we toying with getting married? Why'd I fall in love with you then? Why? All right. I wish you luck with this. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.